Howdy friends, this is PelicanMan bringing you another Death and Taxes video. So what I'm doing this week is I've decided to try and play what should be the strongest version of Death and Taxes. Yorion is apparently very powerful, so we're going to be running that. So we're running 80 cards in our main deck, and in our manabase we're running Urza Saga, because that is also a very powerful card. So hoping that running 80 card and running Yorion and running Urza Saga makes our deck feel powerful. That is the plan. I did test this in paper at my LGS and got a 3-1 record, beating Affinity 2-0, losing to Rhinos 0-2, beating Burn 2-0, and finally beating Murktide 2-0. So the deck felt pretty good. I'm going to go over the card choices here and then we'll get straight into a league. So running 32 lands because we have 80 cards. So what I've tried to do in the deck is I've tried to optimize an 80 card playset. So if we wanted a playset in 60 card, we'd run 4 copies. To have the same equivalency in 80 card, we need to run 6 copies. So I'll start with the Urza Saga itself, which is like a land that turns into a threat. Obviously, the tutor side is hard to replicate, but the threat side, we're running 2 Mishra's Factories as the extra Urza Sagas. We're running 4 Ghost Quarters as our main kind of disruptive land. And then 2 Field of Ruins is kind of the extra copies there. The rest of the manabase doesn't really follow that rule because it's a manabase and nothing else is really a 4 of. We've got 3 Canopy lands, all split up because we're cool like that. 3 Aganjo, which is kind of just a good number in 80. I think in 60, I normally run 2, and in 80, I normally run 3. 2 Cave of the Frost Dragon. This is a personal choice, and I know some people don't like Cave of the Frost Dragon, but I do. And then lastly, 4 Flagstone of Showcare, which is a playset, but its main point is to combo with a Ghost Quarter to be able to fix heavier into white. So next thing we're going to do is go through our spells and go through our playsets. So the first 2 playsets we're going to look at are Eighth Vial and Stoneforge Mystic, because these are the ones we can't replicate. So we've got 4 Eighth Vial, 4 Stoneforge Mystic. They stand alone. This is the reason to stay 60 is to keep a high consistency of finding Eighth Vial or Stoneforge in your opening hand. Okay, moving on from that. Just moving these out of the way for now. 4 Giver of Runes, obviously very good turn 1 play to lead into some of our stronger turn 2 plays. It protects them very well. There are some matchups where getting 2 Giver of Runes to protect each other is just like game breaking, so very powerful 1-drop. Spirited Companion, just a 2-drop that draws a card, wears equipment well. It's kind of just nice to vial in randomly here and there. Thalia, good taxing piece, obviously. Flicker Wisp is one of the more big brain cards in taxes. It allows us to do some weird and more intricate things, and if you can like discover plays on the fly with Flicker Wisp, you'll often be able to have some cool interactions. Skyclave Apparition is kind of like an O-ring with a body, except if they manage to get rid of it, they don't get back the thing that you took away. They get back a generic thing, so very powerful. And then Solitude is our main form of removal. It is Sword Splashes with a body. Very, very good. So, just moving all of our singleton thingies over to the side for now. So, finishing the playsets of all of these cards. So, for Giver of Runes, the whole being a 1-drop that protects things, the 2 Esper Sentinels kind of fill that role. All these things are going to kind of fill the role, because they're not going to perfectly fill it. But Esper Sentinel is trying to be the extra copies of Giver of Runes. It's also trying to be the extra copies of the Thalia, because it does tax non-creature spells. And it's also trying to be the extra copies of Spirited Companion, and being a card that replaces itself and draws into more cards. So Esper Sentinel's pulling a lot of weight here in the 1 and 2-drop slots. We have Touch the Spirit Realm as a 3-drop that acts as an O-ring, so it's kind of the extra copies of Skyclave, and if you channel it, you get to flicker any artifact or creature and bring it back in the end step, which is kind of replicating what Flicker was trying to do in the deck. And then the last 2 we're going to talk about with regard to this is March of Otherworldly Light. It is a removal spell that you can pitch cards to make it cheaper, so this is kind of acting as our extra copies of Solitude. And then we've got 2 Archon of Emira, which is kind of like helping Athalia tax, kinda, but it's kind of just standing alone and trying to like clean up some of the tougher matchups in Modern. It's also a card I'm not a huge fan of in taxes in general, but I'm testing it out to kind of give it its due. And so what we have left are all the one-ofs. So first off, we have our Stoneforge Mystic targets. Stoneforge Mystic finds any equipment. So we have Cloud Silkirian, which is just a 3-2 flyer. We love the body on Flinkwisp. This is a similar kind of clock. Pretend that the reconfigure text is flavor text because that's not why you're playing it. But when it's good, it's really good. When that reconfigure text is relevant, it's really good. Having a Platinum Age on your deck is sometimes pretty good, apparently. But we're basically just running for the body. Lion Sash, good Grave Hate, good mid-range threat. Very resilient. You reconfigure those creatures, they kill the creature, the Sash falls off, still huge. Great card. I normally run 2 of these in 60 at the moment, just because it's a solid card, but here I actually cut the second. I was actually going to run 2 in here, but I cut it the second one to make room for more equipment. Sort of fire and ice, very, very good against grindy mid-range plans. Obviously game breaking and like red aggressive decks, blue control decks, solid equipment. Caldera is the best thing to get off a Stoneforge that's going to live and get to activate and cheat something to play. Batterskull is the second best thing to do for that. But in some matchups, it's actually better because of the lifelink. And then the last equipment to tutor for is Shadow Spear, which often replaces the Batterskull in some lists. We're running both, mostly because we're 80 card. Even 60 card, I would choose one or the other. The reason to run Shadow Spear is as an Urza Saga target. So Urza Saga on the 3rd chapter, searches for any artifact with a mana cost of 0 or 1. So this is one of our tutor targets for the Urza Saga, as well as being a tutor target for Stoneforge. Also, we can grab Aether Vials off our Urza Saga. And the last 2 cards we need to talk about are the other 2 tutor targets. Python Needle, just kind of good against grindy mid-range decks. Some combo decks it can turn off. Just a cool card to have access to off our Saga if we need it. And then Lantern of the Lost, which is Graveyard Hate. I've spoken about this before. This is my preferred Grave Hate at the moment. It depends on the deck, obviously, but Soulgate Lantern basically stopped being relevant since Lurrus got banned because it was the optimal Graveyard Hate if you're a Lurrus deck, because it would exile your opponent's graveyard. You get to keep your own graveyard, and you could recur it with Lurrus. Very good. Because obviously with Lurrus you want to keep your own graveyard, so unless you're a deck that wants to bomb the graveyard and also wants a artifact or like a Saga tutor target or whatever, that one's less good. Relic of Progenitus obviously has the same secondary text, the pay 1, tap, and exile to exile a card from more graveyards than draw a card, but it has tap to exile a target player exiles a card from their graveyard, so it can slowly whittle down graveyards. The thing I don't like is that it feels like it isn't fast enough. The decks that you want this effect, especially in taxes, the decks you want this effect for, fill up the graveyard too quick for you to fight. You kind of need a secondary graveyard hate to like for that type of ability to relevantly impact their graveyard. But I would prefer Land of the Lost because this ETB of exiling a target card from graveyard is relevant against Crocstar. If you happen to see that, relevant against any of the reanimator decks. Obviously, like it's not as good against the like dredges, Murktides, whatever, but it's still fine. Like you can turn off Delirium sometimes against Murktide by taking away their like 1 artifact or whatever. So Land of the Lost is our last tutor target. Onto the sideboard, obviously we have to run Yorion in the companion slot. Wandering Emperor is basically just because I had room, but it's also nice in that because we've got like 80 cards, we've got some cards in that like sometimes Thalia's not good, and if it's not good, Sentinel doesn't look great either. So it's a very flexible card that can come in a lot of matchups. So like if we ever really want to cut stuff, like we have these tutor targets that aren't relevant that we might want to cut, we can just throw Wandering Emperor in most matchups and be fine because it's very flexible. We have Sanctifier on deck for graveyard recursive decks, kinda. Also red or black decks, just the pro their removal's really good. Forge Tender for a similar thing, also very good against Fury and Ragavan specifically. We have Leona Relic Water for the affinities, the Hammer Times, the Enchantress decks. Heliod, just very good, very flexible. Normally, I would lean towards Kataki in my local meta because there's a lot of affinity players, but I currently only own 2 Kataki in paper, and my Relic Waters are foil, so I ran my 3 Relic Waters because I wanted like 3 cups of that effect and I didn't want to split it. 2 Rest in Peace to kind of further hate on graveyards. Because we're 80 card, well, this isn't true for the Relic Water Kataki decision. I like the sideboard cards being very impactful. Forge Tender is kind of an exception too, but it's like against the Fury matchups, you really want this effect. But Rest in Peace against any graveyard deck is very, very good because it exiles the graveyards unequivocally. It just does the job it needs to do very well. So if you sideboard it in and you happen to draw it, it's going to do its job. The other card that is in a similar vein is Drannith Magistrate, where against the Cascade decks, it's going to do a lot of work. Like I said, I also own 2 to Rhinos, or was it 1 and 2? No, I think it was 0 and 2. No, it was 1 and 2. Sorry, it was 1 and 2. Uh, I could have won game 3 if I'd mulliganed way more aggressively to a Drannith, potentially. I don't know if I would have found a hand with it, but Drannith is the card you want for these matchups, so 3 in the sideboard so that we can find it in the Rhinos and Living End matchups and hopefully dunk on them. So that is the deck list. With that said, let's get into League and see how it goes. Alright, we found an opponent for match number 1. We won the die roll. We will indeed go on the play. This is weird that it like has the whole sideboard going on. I don't know. I don't think I've played with Companions of Magic Online before. This hand is okay. My opponent has not revealed a companion. I don't know, it's kind of mopey. Like, playing this land on one kind of sucks. Then, like, this is my 2-drop. I'll mulligan. As much as I want to keep as a Spirit Companion, we can keep this. Alright, they keep their 7, so we'll keep this. We'll bottom the Flicker Wisp. Keeping the extra land is fine. Often in this kind of hand, I would, like, bottom the Sunbaked Canyon. I'm just going to play the Giver turn 1 and pass. So bottoming the Sunbaked Canyon because, like, the pain land, so obviously if we're bottoming the land, it's the worst one. We're bottoming the 3-drop here just because if we do happen to flood, we can just buy a Yorion, so it's kind of fine. Insolent Neonate, so this... I don't know, does that mean it's dredge, or does this mean it's like food or something? Or maybe Hollow One? Either way, I'm going to play Thalia and pass. I'm going to hold up Giver of Runes to protect it. I could get him for 1 here with the Giver of Runes, but that doesn't seem good. Try the Skyclave's fine, it means like we could potentially eat something next turn. Right, they sack the Insolent Neonate, they hit a Blazing Root Waller, so I guess it's Hollow Vine. Alright, they're attempting to cast a 1-drop, and they're cracking their Iron Mace, so I guess it's a non-creature spell. The Underworld Cookbook, sure. Sure thing, opponent. That's all they got, alright. The question is, so I'm probably going to Skyclave, which probably just means I want to take the Cookbook. Yeah, it probably just means I want to take the Cookbook. I don't think I care about this Root Waller. Get rid of Cookbook. They discard Ox of Agonis. Okay. Get him with Thalia. Okay, cycling Hollow One. That seems good for us. And just passing? That seems really good for us. Okay, we got a Flagstones. So next time we'll be able to cast Yorion. So I think I'm just going to buy Yorion. Yeah, let's just buy Yorion. So the plan is to cast Yorion next turn, and the turn after, we can play the Flicker Wisp and flicker the Yorion, and have the Flicker Wisp and the Yorion just kind of flicker each other in and out. And just get a bunch of free value off, like, Skyclave ATB. Alright, they've just got nothing. Sure. Ooh, Spirited Companion. So I could play Spirited Companion just Flicker Wisp. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's go to combat first, just because I want to get the value off flickering this with the Yorion. Or I could just play... Let's draw 2 cards, I suppose. Spirited Companion. Sentinel's fine, but I do just want to get this Flicker Wisp into play. Flicker the Spirited Companion. Go to my end step, Spirited Companion comes back, I'll draw another card. Then next time we play Yorion and get infinite value. Skyclave's really good too. If we draw a land, we'll be able to... If we draw a land, like, in the next 2 turns, we get to Yorion and then, like, Skyclave. Okay, Goblin Law's scary. So they were waiting for the 3rd land to be able to cast that Goblin Law throughout Thalia. They pitched the Vengevine. And are doing nothing? Okay. Solitude's really good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can't Solitude through here. Just go to combat. Get him these 3. And we're just going to win the next turn. Okay, chump blocking, sure. Alright, post-combat, let's play the Yorion, and this game is over. Okay, so we're going to exile these 3. I think. Actually, let's not. Okay, they're just giving up. Yeah, don't exile the Skyclave, because there's nothing to take. We were going to draw many cards. Alright, going to sideboard against this deck. Forge Tender looks fine. Draneth, they're not casting anything from any weird places, but Recipes looks really good. Sanctify looks really good. Relic Water is actually fine. Wandering Emperor is pretty solid. The question is, what don't we want? Archon of Mirror seems pretty good. Sash seems really good. Spirit Companions, whatever. Dahlia seemed fine there. I feel like Esper Sentinel's not super impressive. We won't need Python Needle. Land of the Lost is really good. Land of the Lost is a reason to maybe not be on Recipes in the sideboard, but whatever. Sort of Fire seems fine. Battleskull seems fine. I don't want Cloud Steel Kieran. I can trim a Thalia pretty easily. Maybe Marches just aren't good. Maybe Skyclaves aren't good, actually. There's not really a lot for them to take that's relevant. And if I just leave in Marches to mop up anything I might need to take, then I could leave in the Thalia or the Cloud Steel. Probably the Cloud Steel. Let's sideboard like that. So I could bring in the Relic Waters to deal with Hollow One specifically, but I don't think that's necessary. Alright, let's reveal our Yorion. This hand is Dog Water, but it does have a Saga. I don't think Saga's that good though. We'll mulligan. This hand has no lands. They keep a 7. We can keep this 5. Double A Ganjo is actively bad, and I think I just kind of need to keep Giver into Stoneforge. Now I just have to hope they don't make me discard 3 cards at random. Don't do it. Okay, Flameblade Adept is fine. Urza Saga's cool. We're still just going to lead on Aether Vial because it is the right thing to do. And we're going to vial in these things. We're going to play Saga on 2. We're going to start making constructs from 3. This might be okay. Alright, Goblin Lore. They appear to have not hit anything super relevant. They did lose a Burning Inquiry, which I'm happy with. The Cycling Street Wraith. Any hollow ones they have, they can play at this point. They appear to have no hollow ones, but they are hitting us for 5. That is A-okay. We're going to get a Caldra down soon. Alright, let's stick Vial up. Touch the Spirit Realm's interesting. I mean, we get to hold that up, so that's cool. If they do anything crazy, we can just flicker this to not take any damage from it. Another one. Burning Inquiry. I think I just want to put these Giver Runes into play. Alright, do your worst. Please let me keep the Stoneforge Mystic. Please. I literally just drew and discarded these 3. I thought it hadn't happened, but all these triggers are going on the stack, so... Yeah, I literally drew Batterskull, Flagstones, Byron, and Fortune, and they went straight in the bin. My hand did not change, which I'm pretty happy with, actually. I might just use this as a fog this turn. 4 damage? 4 damage? That's probably... Maybe whatever. Let's try this. See what happens. I don't think it's good. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't think this is a good play, but I don't think this Touch of the Spirit Realm is getting much better. Like, you just saved us 4 damage. Hello? Good draw. Another 8th Vial. That's something. Play Silent Clearing, pass the turn. We are not attacking with our Giver Runes. Thank you. Goblin Lore is fine. I think I am going to have to double block here. I don't think I have to double block, but I think I should double block. As long as they tap this last mana. They're representing Lightning Bolt. I can't afford to double block. I don't think. Ugh. It's 10. If they have Lightning Bolt, I'm in a lot of trouble. I definitely want to make this. Let's activate this Vial. Yes. Stoneforge in. Alright, we will tutor for... I think it just has to be Caldra no matter what. Yeah, Line Touch is too slow at this... Oh, is Line Touch too slow? Yeah, it's too slow. We got Caldra. So our opponent's tanking a little, so I feel like they might have a Bolt. They're trying to work out if they're meant to do it now. Okay. I'm going to double block one of these. Or maybe they're holding up this, actually. So I kind of want to block this as well and force this trade. Because if they do have the bolt, like, this is going to go unfavorably, but I get to keep this. And then I'll get to, like, trade for this next turn. So I think this is fine. They are pumping their Root Waller. Sure. I will give Stoneforge pro-red. Okay, so a bunch of trading happens. They have this left. And I'm going to have a Keldra. Oh, I have a March for the Light. That's even better. We'll float a mana. Let this go away. Shadow Spear is pretty good. I wish I had a... that's fine. Shadow Spear is pretty good. Give our Keldra lifelink. Hello. We can Land of the Lost, take away the Ox. Land of the Lost, take away the Ox seems pretty good. Is there anything else we care about? I think it's just Ox. I think the Shadow Spear is a good play, but because I saw the Ox, I just want to take that away and like force them to have something good in hand. But I can also pop this at any point if they have like Vengevine triggers on the stack. Also, they only get one hit with this Flame Blade, and then I get to march it. Go to combat. I am going to donk them. Also, I can pop this and potentially... No, I can't, by the way, because I need to spend my mana. I can just find a 3-drop. Okay. Getcha. Because this has Menache, I can't, like, block it anyway, so we're definitely getting in. Also, if they don't kill us, this is lethal. I think if I could have equipped the Shadow Spear right away, I would have gotten it to gain this 5 or 6 life. It's paying costs. Goblin Law, okay, that's scary. I don't care about Blazing Root Waller. They've got a Vengevine, so if they cast one more creature, this Vengevine's going to trigger. Cycling Street Wraith, okay. Scary. So they either need to discard 4 more cards somehow, which would be a Burning Inquiry into Street Wraith, or they need to cast a creature to trigger this Vengevine, but then I'm going to exile a grave. Okay, they're doing that, so I'm going to pop the graveyards. And I drew the Flicker Wisp. Hello. Okay, they're going to attack with this Flame Blade. I'm going to activate my Vial. Here's the Flicker Wisp I just drew. Go away. I feel like I almost misclicked on the Blazing Root Waller there, but we did get the Flame Bladed out. Alright, they pass turn. The dude comes back and I'm going to kill them with these. I think they can block with all 3 creatures and they live, but then I just take with Stoneforge as well, or I march something, or whatever. Alright, let's scoop it up. That is match number 1 in the bag. Let's go to match number 2. Alright, found opponent for match number 2. We've won the die roll again. We'll reveal our Yorion. Why is it different now? I don't understand. This hand is good. It's weird, but good. I'm on the play, so turn 1 Shadow Spear, turn 2 Stoneforge, I guess. Weird. Weird hand. I am going to keep, though. Yeah, Plains, Shadow Spear. This, I don't know, might give it away, but... Suppose I didn't reveal Yorion. I don't know. Not that it matters. Bloodstained Maya, nothing? I'm still going to play Stoneforge, because they did Bloodstained Maya. I think that means I'm meant to get... I've got the Batterskull, so I'm gonna like pump fake here by getting not Keldra. Let's get Sword of Fire and Ice, because that's one I'm just happy to like hardcast next turn. If they have removal here, which like getting Sword, they're probably gonna remove Stoneforge anyway, because using Stoneforge to drop in Sword is still like good for me. But they just get a tapped Stomping Grounds, so. That's cool. I guess I'm going to get a Batterskull into play then. I hope they inform this Python Needle. Play a Ren and 6. No? Stomping Ground Forest. Stomping Ground Forest off a Bloodstained Maya. So it's likely that they're... I was going to say like a Valakut deck, a Escape Shift. Stomping Ground Forest. Because I want to play... I'm playing the Needle this turn. I need to know what the Needle's doing? I just wonder if it's like, I'm probably just naming Ren and 6, right? What else could I be scared of? I think whatever deck they are, like, it's likely they're running Ren and 6. Or do I just name a fetch land? Do I just name Wooded Foothills? No, it's better to name Ren. Ren at 6. Pass. They're doing nothing. Mountain. Sakura Tribelt. So I was right. I could have named Steve. But I think that deck probably still plays Ren and 6, right? This is annoying though, because this just blocks my Batterskull. Alright, here's Batterskull. So I'll just put Shadow Spray on the Batterskull, it's fine. Draw a white card. White card. Plains is fine. So I'm going to equip and then I'm going to use Stoneforge to drop the Sword of Fire and Ice, I think. Go with Factory, but I don't think that's correct. Double lifelink. Let's go, dude. So this is a 4-turn clock for us. That's maybe okay. Oh, it's a 3-turn clock at least, right? So if I hit him for 5 down to 14. 7, 8, 9. Yeah. But also us gaining life changes the math on their clock. This matchup can't be good for us normally. I think this is a good hand though. Is this going to be a Teton? Okay. Hold on, I could touch the Spirit Realm, get Caldra. No, it's still the same clock. Do I care about the Titan? Is the question. Because the Titan just gets them lands. But if I put the sword on my Germ, I think I'm still fine. I don't think I need to kill it now anyway. I can wait. Alright, Stoneforge, drop sword. Man, if I got into Caldra here, I'd be in much better shape. Thalia, does that do anything? I don't think so. So we go to 7. It's got Vigilance, so it gets to block this. I can also pitch and touch. So let's move this here. I'll leave up Ghost Quarter. Go to combat. Attack with my large lad. Alright. I'll ping you for 2 opponent. So if I had him going Caldra, they would be dead there, right? Like I would have dropped it. No, because I wouldn't have the sword. That's right. There's no point playing that as a land, so we'll just pass. They're dead next turn. I have a Ghost Quarter. I have Pitch to Solitude. I can pitch to Solitude and touch the Solitude if I need to. I can touch something if I need to. I can potentially like Solitude this, and then if they go off and like play a Dryad, I can touch the Dryad. I have options. I'm also on 32. But I think 8 lands might get them there. I definitely can't let this Titan attack. So I'll Solitude in the beginning of combat if I have to. Okay, Sakura Tribelder is fine. Through the Breach. Okay. This is probably a second Titan. It's an Emrakul, okay. Good thing I've got Solitude. We will pitch cast our Solitude. Evoke on the stack first, and then we will get rid of this. And then in response, we will touch the Solitude. So it's going to come back in the end step. That's... Right, touch comes back in the end step. Yeah, so that's not perfect, because I still get to attack with this, but I get to eat it. So that's fine. I definitely couldn't let the Emrakul attack. Okay, they get their attack trigger. So they can get a Valakut. They get 2 Valakuts, but they trigger none of them. Okay. I'll eat the Titan. So they get to get a mountain here and deal 6. So they're going to finish this off, I guess. And kill the Stoneforge. Okay. That's not great for us, but I think it's fine. Depends what the rest of their hand is, though. So what I should have done is I should have Solituded the Titan, and I should have touched the Emrakul. No, because then they would just get to keep the Emrakul. Okay, no legal targets is fine. Okay, what do I draw? Flagstones. Okay. Animate factory. Equip sword. Attack for 7. So this should be close to a 2-turn clock. It should be a 2-turn clock, so equip Battle Skull next turn. True Companion, that doesn't really do anything. Another Secure Tribe Elder. So they get to trigger their Valakuts. Uh-oh. We are probably dead to the Summoners Pact. Primeval Titan. I mean, I'm not dead to this. It's just not very good for us. I'm just going to kill the Valakut now. They let it happen without sacking this? Okay. We'll yield through turn. If they hadn't literally threw the Breachstone Emrakul there, we would have won. But I think we've lost this now. They get a Valakut and a Mountain. Okay. Kind of rude that this isn't red. What does Flickwisp do? Nothing? I think Flickwisp does nothing. Let's play the dog. We Flickwisp. Nothing really. Like if Flickwisp Batterskull, force them to deal with that again. Or Spirited Companion and maybe draw something. Flickwisp Batterskull. I mean, they get to attack with Titan and get 2 more triggers, but they'll run out of lands eventually, right? That's a thing we can hope is going to be good enough one day. We are on 41 life, for what that's worth. They just cast actual factual Lightning Bolt. Okay. Dude, your whole deck's Lightning Bolts. What do you mean? The attack with the Steve's kind of base, huh? Oh, that's kind of rude. They're ignoring Spirited Companion. I'm going to trade with their Steve. I did force them to point some triggers here. Wait a minute. If they're not shooting any of the Spirit Companion, just put the Batterskull on the Spirit Companion next turn, huh? Oh no, they can just sack this stupid thing. We'll trade. Man, if I'd gotten the Cavalry, this game would be so different. But I think seeing red fetch land, I made the right choice. Still on 23 opponent. Suck an egg. Wait, they... Shit, okay, we've got options now. So we can Field of Ruin a Valakut. Or we can equip Batterskull the Spirited Companion. Let's Field of Ruin a Valakut. What the fuck is this? Summoning Trap? Okay. Sure, you got a Titan. What the fuck? Our opponent's deck's based as. This is insane. So equipping Batterskull the Spirit Companion wasn't good anyway. I think that was bait. They still don't have another Valakut though, so I guess that's all their Valakuts. I mean, I'm probably dead, but they only have 1 Valakut left. Or am I not dead? 117? And they're out of Valakuts? What happened? They failed to find? Okay. I'm confused. Don't know what's happening. Can we make this lad a good chump blocker? I can make him 3. Old lifelink. That's probably fine. Probably should have done this first in case their last card is Lightning Bolt, but whatever. Pass the turn. We're going to chump block like you wouldn't believe. Where are we? 12. They might not have mountains left. But if they don't have mountains left, I kind of want to put Batterskull on this and attack next turn. They get Wooded Foothills. And nothing else? Is that what's happening? They get 3 Wooded Foothills? I feel like they don't have mountains left, though. I'm not blocking. We're attacking. Oh, God. What is this? Another okay. You've already played 7 Primeval Titans. I'm not scared of this one. Yeah, you got it, dude. Search for 2 more lands. Wooded Foothills and another Castle Garenberg. Okay. What do we draw? planes. Okay. Let's equip. Alright, go to combat. Attack. This could put them to 1. They're chump blocking with a Primeval Titan. Hello. Do you have a Bolt opponent? Oh, you can't have a Bolt. I have Sword of Fire on us. Holy heck. I feel cheated out of my double lifelink. I have lifelink and lifelink game. Why does lifelink not stack? I'm pretty sure you're out of Mountains opponent. I don't know what you're doing here. Top decking literally Emrakul, I guess. That seems like it'd be pretty good. No attacks. No attacks! Thalia does nothing. So if I Aganjo, they block here. They still live, I think. If I attack both, they're just going to chump here. Sorry, they're going to eat the factory. 2's going to trample over. So if I hit them for 4, I mean 6 is going to trample over. Hold on. How's maths work? If they double block, I kill 1. That's 2. If they double block, they gain like a buttload life, kill Titan, hit them for 2. I can hit one of them for 4, which kills both. And if they block 1 of each, then 2 tramples over, 6 tramples over. Okay. We're getting it with factory. Let's go. So if they block 1 and 1, I get to Aganjo here and then trample over, then sword trigger them to death. And if they double block here, I get to Aganjo to take out both Titans and hit them for 2. They have a spell? No. Is this another Summoners Pact? Oh, gross. Sorry, Summoning Trap, whatever. Gross. Oh, and they hit America. Come on, dude. God, that's so gross. They literally top deck Summoning Trap. That's so gross. I suppose they have 19 cards left in the deck anyway. Okay. Well, they're scared. They know I've got something. It's blocking order. And I'm going to kill both Titans. What else have you got? Lightning? Okay, cool. So they did have the Lightning Bolt. Alright. Kill your Titans. Play a Thalia. Can I play a cave? I can play a cave. Pass. So I need to deal 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can keep these 2 and 4 lands, and they have literal nothing, I win. Okay, and I let a 6. So if I could move this, that's 6. So, well, I can sacrifice the flagstones very freely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be exactly 7 on the crackback. If they have literal nothing now. Come on. They're getting a Steve. They're getting a Steve to live on 1, dude. What a game. Equip. Right, go to combat. They can block. We're going to hit them down to 1. We draw a card. 1 drop. Oh, so unfortunate. If that was a 1 drop we got to play, that would have been so sick. Oh, we're on 11. Yeah, we're just dead to this Emrakul attack. That sucks. Yeah, it's a game. Well done, opponent. Jeez. What a game. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we could have lived, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we would have been able to crack back for lethal. That sucks. That really sucks. Interesting game, though. So I want Forge Tenders, I think. Yeah, they're probably have anger. I need to look up what the Summoning Trap does. Because if it casts, I think I just have to bring in Dranev. Put it on the spell. Yeah, of course, because they didn't get Emrakul triggers. Wanderer is probably a necessary evil. They have to have Dry to the Elysian Grove, right? They didn't play any, though. Sanctify's probably fine. Archon's good. Kieran's kind of dog water. Touch is fine. Whisper's fine. Skyclave's stinky. don't think March is a good either. What about a 2-drop? Thalia's not really that good. They might have Ren too, so I kind of want to cut Thalia's. Especental's fine. Give us good. This is good. So this does nothing. I know they have 4 wooded foothills, so I can technically leave in Python Needle. Even though it doesn't really do much. Sash is kind of mopey. Do I just leave in Skyclave in case they have relevant? I think I just have to leave these in case they have like Dryads. That's a Dryad hedge. And we just get to cut like one of these bad cards. So it's either like Sash or Needle or Kieran. Kieran being flies fine. Sash can potentially get huge. Yeah, Needle just doesn't really do a lot, huh? Okay, it's more like that. Again, I could bring in Relic Water, but I think it's just not worth. We'll play first. This is weird. Okay, we'll choose Yorion. This hand's too slow, so we'll mull. I kind of want to see an 8th Vial. This hand sucks. I don't really have hate for them, though. They keep 7. Must be nice. Keep this. Get rid of... I don't want to keep Shadow Spear. I want to leave turn 1 Giver into turn 2 Stoneforge if I can. So I guess it's Touch Stoneforge. Yeah. It's probably fine. If I miss a land drop, Esper Sentinel might be good. Maybe I lead Esper Sentinel. No, if I literally rip land on 2, I want to lead Giver. We might be able to beat them on clock, is the thing. Because that game took them a long time to win. Land, 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 land. Get out of my upkeep. Get out of my upkeep. Oh no. Why not get it? No, don't get whatever, I don't care about protecting the Esper Sentinel. Get him for 1. Okay, now we're in trouble. If we miss a land again, then the Stoneforge Caldera line is just way too slow. It's probably still fast enough, but it gets a lot riskier. Come on, land, 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 land. Oh no. Get in with the Esper Sentinel. God, if that hand had a second land, I definitely would have kept 2 land. Well, they're doing nothing but playing land drops, so that's savage. Land! We did it, boys. Let's go. Yes, we will get a Keldra complete, please. And we will get in for 1. Okay. I feel like they might have Anger of the Gods. Search for tomorrow? Sure, I get to draw. Another Stoneforges, cool. Okay. Let's go do more lands. Alright, here's Keldra. Get in for 6. Next turn, I'm going to put the Shadow Spear on my Keldra. They're fetching. Getting Dwarven Mine. They're going to trade with Esper Sentinel. That's fine. I think they're trying to bait the Giver Runes because they might have... I don't know what they can have. But Giver Runes protecting Keldra is just too important. And even protecting Stoneforge, I guess. Because if I draw a land, I'm probably playing this and shoot... No, I'm just equipping here. I was going to say, I play this, shoot a Batterskull, and like use this drop Batterskull. Right. Start with the Summoners Pack. So this is going to be a Titan. Yep. I still feel like our Keldra is good here. So what they get to get Valakut or Valakut. They got Through the Breach? It says... What? I don't understand why they need to leave a matter up. They want to haste it? Okay. I don't get it. I mean, I'm not dead to this, so their follow-up turn must be pretty good then. I'm a little confused. Alright, killing Stoneforge, killing Giver, targeting me. I guess I give the Stoneforge Pro colorless. Okay, I go to 8. I'm gonna gain 6 to 14. There's no other lines, right? I just like want to gain 6 here. So if they play a Titan, that's gonna be 2 more Velka triggers. So they need us like specifically Through the Breach another Titan, I think. I don't know what other lines they have, so I think I just have to do this, right? Yeah, the question is if I get in with Stoneforge. I think putting them to 4 doesn't really matter. So this puts them to 5. They have a Secure Trap Scout, I still get to get through for lethal. I think this is fine. Stoneforge potentially saving me 2 life on blocks is good. I think that's more important. Okay, they pay for the Summoners Pact. And they just pass turn. Okay. I'm gonna go to combat. So they've got Summoning Trap. So if they have Titan, they have to block. I could Ghost Quarter response, but I don't think I want to. They find the Titan. They have to block, so they're going to shoot me, shoot Stoneforge. I'm going to gain 6. I suppose they can get another Valakut, shoot me twice, shoot Stoneforge. This is just all coming at me. Okay. I got a 5. This is scary. Yep, the Titan blocks and dies. So I think I want to Ghost Quarter of Valakut, but I'm pretty sure I don't want to Ghost Quarter of Valakut. So I guess I can Flicker Wisp. Nothing relevant. I guess I'll just play Spirited Companion and hope to rip a Solitude. Okay. Yeah, pass turn, hope I don't die. So if they have Titan here, they get Titan. They play Titan, get like a bunch of mountains, and I die. Farseek. So if I shoot a Valakut here, they get a mountain. They get a mountain. And I take 6, and they get another mountain. I take another 6. So my only hope is if they run out of mountains. They get 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. God, I wish I didn't have any mountains they played last game. Actually, that's an idea. Okay, so I quickly looked back at my recording, and they had 4 Stomping Grounds, 1 Sheltered Thicket, 1 Cinderglade, 1 Dwarven Mine, and 5 basic mounds. So they've still got a Stomping Ground and 3 more basic mounds, so I just have to let this go and hope they don't have another way to put a mountain into play. Because this puts me to 2. If I had Fields of Ruin, this would be a different story. And they've got the Search for tomorrow. Okay, we die. Well done, opponent. Those are some very close games. Got an opponent for match number 3. We are on the draw. We'll show off our Yorion. And I am all about keeping Vile hands that do nothing except for cast Aether Vial, dude. Let's go. Especially against Murktide. Hello. Well, hey. Double trouble. How can they beat us if we have 2 Aether Vials? Whoa, Swift Spear, what is this? Blitz? Yeah, I'll take Blitz. This is a Lightning Bolt. Do I just Solitude this Swift Spear? Or... I just Solitude this Swift Spear, right? I have 3 cards in it. I think I just Solitude this Darcy, actually. Just like take away the card advantage. Yeah, let's do it, dude. Let's do it. I mean, I've got 2 Aether Vials. I can't lose. No more card advantage for you, Mr. 3 cards in hand. I say Mr. in the most gender neutral sense of the word. Let's tick Vial up. Do we play this Vial? Do we march this idiot? I think we march this idiot. We will not pitch any cards. We will just get rid of your mans. Get rid of your person. Doing well. Another one. Well, I'm gonna have to Skyclave that next turn, opponent. What is this? A bloody one of those? No, it's one of those. Okay. By one of those, I meant the blue-red thing that draws 3, but it doesn't draw them. You know the one. Expressive iteration, probably. Hey, come on now. You're meant to have very few cards in hand. You shouldn't be able to cast this many spells. The mana goes away. Okay, I'll take 3. I won't take 3. Nice. Hidden mode of passing priority so fast opponent skips through combat. I want to play this Saga so bad. Can I? You know what? Great is good. Let's play Saga because I'm all about it. Let's Field of Ruin their draw land because they don't want to use their mana in my turn. And I'll play the other 8th Vial and then next turn I'll Vial in Skyclave. How does that sound for value? Oh man, they're not even scared of Arbiter. Come on. Yeah, whatever. Or Thalia. They're not scared of anything. I mean, their 2 cards in hand must be garbage. Because they're not doing anything. Yes, use Aether Vial. Yes, use Aether Vial. What do we draw? The planes. Saga ticks up. You play the planes and we pass. We'll wait for them to blink first. Alright, now they fetch. Because they're not scared of anything. Darcy. I will activate this. I'll put this into play. I'll take the Darcy because I don't want you having card advantage. And then I'll try and trade for the Swift Spear. I suppose I'll make a man's. And I'll double block. I'll single block, because if that bolt is just such a blowout. They float mana and concede. Nice. Alright, to the sideboard. So this matchup is easy. Now that I say that, I'm going to get absolutely blown out. So these 5 cards are insane, and this is playable because it says gain life on it. What don't we want? We don't want Cloud Silkarian. Sort of Fire Ice is cool. These are all cool. These are all cool. These are cool. These are really cool. This doesn't really do heaps. Dahlia's good. Espental's are good. Givers are good. Land of the Lost has no text. Python Needle probably doesn't do anything. I mean, Sword's obviously good. Bascul's obviously good. Keldra is good. So I can just trim like a vial, probably. I could trim touches, but like touching their prowess thing after they prowessed a bunch is really good. Let's just leave Wandering Emperor out and do this. And let's go. I will reveal my tiny Yorion. This hand's good. I wish I had another white source, but I'll keep. Turn 1 Giver into potential turn 2 Sanctify is pretty nice. They shock and they Darcy. Okay. And they bauble. Wow, so lucky. And they bauble me. That's fine. They let their card on top, so that's kind of scary. They can draw in my upkeep. And what do I draw? Fleek Wisp. Okay, not ideal. Yeah, but worst case, next time we just play a Shadow Spear, which is kind of fine. And then hopefully we draw a land and get to play other spells. Would be nice. Salt Scar, sure. Vapor Snag. That's fine. Either I draw a white source and play Sanctify, or I draw a not white source and I replay my mans and my Shadow Spear. My person and my Shadow Spear. And we take 1. They blitzing. Okay, Jesus, didn't draw the land still. Okay. Giver of Runes. Shadow Spear and pass. Man, this Archon will be real good if I get to play it ever. Unholy Heat. Okay. I'll just do wait opponent. Oh no, there's Lyrius already. What? They've got this man's as well? Jeez. Alright, we take 5 minutes. Whatever. What else you got? Another lad. You got lots of lads. Field of Ruin. Okay. I guess I'm just playing this Archon and hoping that it lives. If we draw another land, we can do things. What are you doing, huh? Just hanging out? Oh, Lightning Bolt must be nice, dude. Doing in their upkeep so they get to surveil and fix their draw. Pretty good. Also pretty good that your last card in hand is literally Lightning Bolt, but sure. Must be nice. They left it on top? Come on, dude. What is this? Metamorphose? Another Swift Spear. Okay. This is probably death. It's 8. Puts us to 5. Sure. We find land. It's a bit late. So what can I do? I can flick a wisp and then like animate a factory. I can Sanctify plus Shadow Spear. That's probably as good as it gets, huh? So they just attack with Darcy and like find Lightning Bolt, I guess. But that's the best we got. They still have Delirium. That's crazy. Maybe I should I was gonna say maybe I should bring Recipes, but like I don't think there's anything else I'm meant to cut. I don't like Archon, but this is meant to be one of the matchups for this kind of nonsense. Ooh, pop the Eyelet looking for a bolt. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Another islet, that's fine. Okay, so this is just going to be a Darcy attacking probably everything. Okay. Does that mean they drew a spell? Soul Scar. Block that. Vapor Snag. Oh, rude. I'm super dead. I mean, yes, I am just super dead now that I don't gain the 3 life. They Vapor Snag their own thing? It's even ruder. I mean, you wouldn't have helped. Would you? You might have. So I just not want Caldera. Probably just better having Caldera over Wanderer. Whatever, let's cut Caldera. If I get to, like, tutor a thing, I'll just tutor a Batterskull, probably. It's fine, it's fine. It takes, like, 2 whole spells to kill a Batterskull. That's probably fine. Let's go on to play for game number 3. Show them our noodle. And... This Giver into... like, nothing. If they don't have turn on remove, we get touch to protect Giver. It's a Skyclave their first threat. That's mulligan. I'd say it's worse. His hand is worse. But I will keep off the back of Touch Solitude being good. So we'll bottom Flicker Wisp, because Skyclave's also going to be good. Alright, they have to on Soul Scar Mage, that is A-okay. What? Why are you playing your Bauble now? Doesn't make any sense, dude. Okay. Maybe I was meant to keep the Flicker Wisp or something to pitch this Solitude. I don't know. Whatever, I can pitch the Skyclave to it. Because I can just buy Yorion later, I guess. Surely it was better to, like, Bauble now. If they don't have another threat, I think I just untap and Skyclave. They don't have another land? Okay. Okay, they do have another threat. I was meant to do this before their end step, I guess, but that's fine. Okay. Solitude this man's. And then we will touch our Solitude. Sanctifier on deck, okay. Pretty sure I still just want to make a construct. So we pass. Then the end step, my Solitude comes back. Gets rid of this. I should have gotten to attack and gain 3 life there, so that is something to remember. I would have had to set a main phase stop in response to their Soul Scar so that I would be able to gain priority in their main phase after their Soul Scar resolved. Oh, they just doing nothing? Hell yeah. Nice one-lander opponent, you doofus. Are you killing my 1-1? Okay. You got me. Okay, let's... Ghost Claws are relevant, so I'm just going to use it to get some lands out of my deck. So here's what I was talking about. Ghost Claw to my Flagstones, since it's white toss. Also, like, so I tapped the Flagstones for white, which there is now a tapped land replacing it, and the Ghost Claw gave me an untapped land, so I still get to use both of the mana here to make a construct. To make a construct? Did I do that right? What's going on? What's going on? Did I? Oh, I did. No, it's right here. I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. I think I just want to get Shadow Spear because this matchup is over now, probably. Okay, attack for 3, gain 3. The next time we put Shadow Spear on this knucklehead and go to town. Okay, they got a Bauble. This would be better if I draw a land so I can play the Sanctifier as well. Okay, they draw off their Bauble. You drew the land. So let's equip here. Go to combat, attack with 3 3-power lifelink, 2 3-power lifelinkers. If they have a bolt, they should use it now. Solitude, that's reasonable. We still hit them for 3 and gain 3. And then I'll play a Sanctifier. And pass the turn. So dress down would be bad for us, but they would need like multiple lands to actually punish us with a dress down. And they need another land to even cast a dress down. If I don't draw a land for the Solitude, I can just buy Yorion next turn. That's pretty good. Let's attack. I could move Shadow Spear onto Sanctify, which would be the safer play, but I'm not interested in that. I'd rather just, yeah, hold up the Solitude. Sure, it's fine. Now, I could buy Yorion and equip Shadow Spear, but I'd rather just hold up Solitude, I think. Maybe because they were doing nothing, it was better to just buy Yorion. and equip Shadow Spear. Because if they don't play a creature here, I'm not exactly wanting to put Solitude into play. If they don't play a creature, I'm probably in a good spot anyway. Okay, Soulscar Mage. And they just pass. Okay. Here's Solitude. So they have exactly dressed down. They can do something, which means I should have done it in the end of their second main. So that my Solitude would gain lifelink by the time it hit my turn again. Braid the Solitude. Okay. So they'll gain 2 off my Solitude ETB. It's my turn. What do you draw? Spirited Companion? I'd rather play that than equip Shadow Spear, honestly. Sure. Let's buy Yorion. And we'll get in for 2. So next time we can play Yorion and draw a whole card. Which honestly I'll probably do just to get the 4-5 into play. Expressive Iteration? Sure. Oh, they scooped up the match. Yeah, I just realized I can't land at the Lost, and I probably shouldn't have. It was probably a fine card to leave in, but whatever. We win the match, so let's get on. We're currently 2-1, and let's get on to match number 4. Match number 4 underway. We are on the draw. Reveal the noodle. Our opponent does not reveal a companion. Our hand kind of sucks, so we'll mulligan. It's easy. This hand also kind of sucks, but we'll keep because Saga's good and we have like a curve. Bottoming factory because Saga is the better factory. And reversing Tron. Well, turn 1 Sentinel is better than turn 1 Shadow Spear in this matchup. They kept a 6. Good to know. What? And they have double tower? Hello? Play Doggo, draw Doggo, attack for 1 and pass. Crap map finding Eldrazi Temple. Okay, so it's E-Tron. So this is going to be a Thought-Knot Seer? Yeah, okay. I guess take Shadow Spear, probably, maybe. I don't even know. I think it should be Shadow Spear. Basically, keep our Saga tokens small is probably the play. Because that's probably my gameplay now, is to just make tokens and hope that they are large enough to compete. They took Giver of Runes. Okay. Well, I could do that. So if I make a construct, it's a 2/2. I think I want to save the Skyclave, maybe. Let's pass. Making constructs should be good. Okay, another Tron land. Is this a Reality Smasher? Gross. Okay. If they attack, I'm chumping the Thought Knot with a Spirited Companion. Or I could quad block and kill it. I don't think I want to do that, though. Let's just do this. I forgot to make a token. Oh my god. Python Needle, then Khan the Great Creator. I think I may have just lost this one. So I think I actually have to trade these 2 for Thought Knot now. Because I have to draw lands to get out of this. If only I hadn't forgotten to make constructs. Alright, it's not that I forgot, I F6'd, because I'm an idiot. So they have 6 mana now. Relic is fine. They only have 2 cards left in hand, so this might be okay. I don't know how I'm ever beating this Smasher though now. Because if I hadn't made a construct, I probably would have double blocked this Smasher. It would have traded for 1 of the constructs. I guess I need to draw Solitude. March is not a Solitude. Oh, cool. We get to do the Relic Dance of just freaking exiling a single card every turn. Jesus. So if I want to target this, I need to put 1,000,000 mana into it. So if I want to march, the march is going to cost 7. Plus discard a card. 7. So I need to pitch 2 cards. This will be Skyclave Spirited Companion. No, Archon doesn't look very good. Thalia doesn't look very good either, honestly. Let's do that. Cast. Dun, dun, dun. Hold on. Cancel. God, this spell's complicated to cast. March this. Pitch these. Okay. Done. I have to pitch a card to this, which I guess is Spirited Companion, so that I can play Skyclave next turn. Play Shadow Spear and pass. Alright, they draw a card with Relic. Thank God, I don't have to put up with them tapping it every freaking turn. Okay, they're assembling Tron, so we're probably dead. I guess in the dark I should probably name Map with my needle because it's the only way this deck has of Assemblytron. They get Blast Zone. Well, that's a bad draw when they've just played a Blast Zone. Take nothing, pass turn. I guess that means they have Great Creator. Trigger on the stack and do nothing. Thank you. I should have just bought Yorion, probably. Matter Shaper, sure. Good timing right after I freaking played this for no value. I just want to go to the sideboard. This game's over. Uh so against this deck, I definitely want Relic Waters. And then like Emperor, and that's it. And what is bad? A lot, probably. I mean, honestly, stuff's kind of fine. Land Loss has no text. Needle's good. Chance is fine. Vials, I want to trim one. And I kind of just want to trim Sophie. None of these other cards do anything, right? Yeah, let's go with that. I feel like E-Tron's always a bad match for D&T, but this build probably suffers more than normal D&T would. We'll go first for game number 2. Unleash the Noodle. This hand sucks. This hand is fine because we have Vial. We get to Duke with Stoneforge here. That's kind of gasoline. We're just never casting this Emperor in this hand. Your opponent has an answer for the Vial. We will go to match 5. The cool thing is that hopefully I'll get to hold up this to protect this by the time this gets, high enough to do that. Nice relic spell. Maybe that's why they were sideboarding for so long. They're trying to, like, work out how to possibly cut their relics that do nothing. Land. Haha, we did it. So lucky. Shadow Spear. Well, this Saga might just end up going away and doing nothing, which will be sad. If I don't draw a land next turn. Mindstone is A-OK. Okay, let's take Vial up to 2. We draw Archon, okay. And we'll just pass. Natty Tron, as E-Tron is wont to do. It's better to be lucky than good, obviously. I should have done this before the end step, probably. No, I don't think it matters. Yes, I'll use the ability. Let's get Batterskull, I guess. What are you up to over there, opponent? Is this a dismember? It is a dismember. Well, I would like to touch my Stoneforge inappropriately. Oh my god, opponent, get out of it. Cool, you got my Touch of the Spirit Realm. It literally doesn't matter. Take our Violet. Saga. I guess we float mana. I think I just want to Python Needle Khan the Great Creator again. Or Blast Zone. Or... yeah, it's probably just... I mean, they could have played Khan the Great Creator and they chose not to. I think I just want it to be Khan the Great Creator. Okay, let's put the Archon in now so we can put the Shadow Spear on it and utilize this mana. And pass the turn. So the other thing I could have done is bought Yorion. I probably should have bought Yorion. What are you up to, opponent? Gonna pop your relic? Well done. Yes, I'll use Stoneforge Mystic's ability. I will get the Kieran and pass the turn. Thought not see it? Sure. This surely takes Caldera, which is unfortunate. Okay. I want to Vial in the Kieran and tick Vial up, I think. The Yorion Relic Water doesn't currently do anything. That is fine. Let's stack for 3 in the air. And pass turn. Okay. Yeah, dare you to attack opponent. Alright, let's put the Batterskull into play. We will indeed take our Violet. What do we draw? Thalia. So I can move this here. Do much. Suppose I'll just go to combat. Attack like this. It's a pretty good clock. Yep, so they chump block to get a card off the Matter Shaper. Find it Urza's mine. I'm just going to play Thalia, I guess. Considering I have 2 lands, I don't think there's any punish for playing the Thalia. It would be nice if this is lands I could just buy Yorion, huh? Because this is literally the turn that matters. If they have, like, a sweeper of some sort, and I could have vialed in Yorion. It would have been gas. What is this? Oh my god. That's kind of messed up. So they're ticking my vial up to 6 almost definitely. They're probably casting Relic Water and eating my Batterskull, I would guess. Or they could just attack the Batterskull into the Emrakul anyway. Does this thing fly? It does fly. Okay. This might be game over already. What a dumb card. What a dumb deck. I mean, is there that much to think about, opponent? Like, do you not just Relic Water, like, my, I don't know, Batterskull and then attack the Archon into the Emrakul or something? I don't think it's this hard. Yep, there you go. Found the line. I think this Emrakul being a chump blocker is just insane. Like, take away anything, it doesn't really matter. Yep, you got it. I mean, you can kill two things, right? You attack that Thalia into the Thought-Knot as well. It's pretty gasoline. Sure, Stoneforge. I've got no targets left. Like, my Batterskull and my Keldra both go on opponent. Right, they finally made decisions. They made the decision to eat two of my creatures. And there is literally nothing else you can do opponent, so F6. Yep, yep. Cool, cool. Yeah, we'll take the vial up to 7 because it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Draw a Flicker Wisp. Draw a Flicker Wisp. What does that do? What does that do? I can flicker the Emrakul and attack and hit him for 5. They would block here. Then they can't attack for 13 because then I would kill them. This is an ATB cast. It's cast, right? Yeah. Yeah. Go away. Boom. Tackle. They eat the Thalia. They go to 2. And then I have 3 lethal attackers. 2 of which are flying. Nice. Relic. That's irrelevant. Yeah, pops it to draw. Smasher. Okay. What are your attacks? Just Smasher. Okay. You need something because any of these is lethal. Yep. So I could put the Shadow Spear on something, but it doesn't matter. I think I'd rather just attack the flyers, I guess. I suppose the Thornknot doesn't really want to block this, does it? That doesn't matter. This can be a chump blocker. We won that game. That's so gross. Yep. Put it back. We had no right to win that game. Absolutely no right. Actually, I kind of want to bring this vial back in for like this Lion Sash. No? Okay. I was going to say, my opponent still has relics in the deck because they can't get rid of them, so Lion Sash loses value, but it's fine. Reveal Yorion. Turn 1 Needle, turn 2 Stoneforge is probably fine. This is kind of not ideal. Play a map. Got him. Needle name, Expedition map. Got him. There's the vial right on time. Play at the Stoneforge. Just going to get Caldra. Hope it's good enough. They're probably going to play a Thought-Knot here, and I'm probably going to be sad about it. Matter Shape, sure. Let's drop the Caldra. Play Naganjo, unfortunately. Get in. They choose not to block with Matter Reshaper. That is certainly a decision. I should play the 8th Vial. It's going to be a Smasher. Okay. They're just trying to race. Pitch Wisp. Heck off. This means... Cave, right on time. Okay, okay. I don't really want to play the Vial at all anymore. Because they have kind of the Great Creator in their deck. Alright, get in for 6. Hits at ace. Another smash. Okay. It is indeed a race. Chump block here. Flicker Wisp. What does that do? Let's Keldra block, I suppose. Or we flicker Stoneforge, we get Skull. I don't think I care about that. Attack. Knock them down to 8. Play the Wisp. And we'll flicker the Keldra. So now we got a blocker. That's probably the best thing we can do in this race. Maybe it was better holding the Wisp to like remove a blocker. Just like play out the Archon. Khan the Great Creator. Oh, that sucks. The one time our Needle is not naming Khan the Great Creator. But it was probably just stuck in their hand all those other games, so it's fine, it's fine. What are they getting? They're Khan the Great Creator. Alright, they don't take Khan again in Snaring Bridge. Land? Land is a really good draw, so we can march that bridge. So if we play Archon, yeah. So play Vile, go to combat, attack Khan, attack them. The Matter Shape is almost definitely blocking, but I don't really care because they're kind of priced into playing the Ensnaring Bridge. And if I play Archon, they can only play the Ensnaring Bridge. You're really going to trade your Reality Smasher? That's kind of loose. Okay, that makes more sense. But I'll just kill the Smasher. Okay, kill the Smasher first. Would have been nice if I could... Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have done it the other way. That's so dumb. Yeah, it's really dumb. Oh well. Khan's dead. They play the Ensnaring Bridge. I next turn march the bridge because I have exactly enough mana, so it doesn't matter what I draw. So the only bad thing is that there's something better than a bridge, which like they can't because they can't really assemble Tron with the Archon making their lands come in tapped. Yeah, they're just pricing the Ensnaring Bridge. And they have to pass. So they could technically like dismember in my turn, I guess. Yeah, so if I had left the blocking the way it was, I would have dealt 2 to this, killed it. 3 would have trampled over here, not killed it, but then the whenever this creature is comes to creature, exile that creature text would have come in to play. So that was a pretty large misplay. But it doesn't matter because we do this. Get rid of that. And attack with all. Yep, and we win. Alright. I don't know how we won that one, but we're 2 and 2. Let's go into match number 5 and see if we can turn it into a positive result. Alright, match number 5. In order to not end up on a negative result, we have won the die roll, so we get to go first. Reveal the noodle. Reversing respect the cat. Okay. Hand is Garbo. That's a good start. This hand is good. We'll keep. So we're going to go turn 1 Giver into turn 2 Doggo into turn 3 Stuff. If we draw a land, so this Argon might be good. Let's assume Flicker Wisp is bad. Flicker Wisp is like the easiest one to replace because there's 6 copies of that effect in our deck. Alright, turn 1 Giver. Wooded Foothills. Forest. Abundant Growth, okay. They also have Yorion. Yeah, so this is Money Pile. I should have known that. Let's play Doggo. Get in for 1. Because Giver doesn't need to protect Doggo. Unless there's like Fury, but if there's Fury, whatever. Okay, slow start. I kind of just want to put the sword into play. But then I won't be able to equip it anyway, because I'll be like probably using Saga. So let's just play Archon. Get in for 1 with the dog and pass. Comes in tapped, nice. Seiju the Saga. Sure. That's actually kind of fine. We get a land 6 around now. Land? Nice. I suppose we can't play multiple spells, so that sucks, but I don't really want to play Vile anyway. The other option was play the Vile and buy Yorion, but I'd rather like equip this next turn and play Vile or something. To get a basic. Archon unplayable, confirmed. Pending the sword, sure. Tapped fetch, nice. Okay. Do I play Vile and buy Yorion or just hold up Solitude? I probably just play Solitude. I'm not really scared of though. Omnath can come down next turn. Yeah, I'm probably scared enough of Omnath that I'm just gonna hold up Solitude. Alright, well, let's say we'll just hold up Solitude. Seems fine. Endurance, okay. Alright. In response, we will Solitude. Get it out of here. And pass it back. Fetching in Triumph tapped and end step. Confirmed unplayable. Is this where the Omnath comes down and I become sad? That is indeed an Omnath. Mm-hmm. Okay, just gain the life. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Right, let's buy a Yorion. Play our Esper Sentinel. Let's just get in with Archon, I suppose. I could get in with Solitude and give Pro, but I don't think that's clever. And set fetching in a tapped Spyro's headquarters. Just gaining life for days. Ew. Alright, Fairy resolves, targeting Giver. Alright, we'll give Pro Red to the Solitude. It's a bad draw. Let's kill the Teferi. Let's play Yorion. What is this? Gonna bolt the Solitude probably. Counterspell. That's rude. We drew a card though. Got him. Play the Factory and pass. Bloody Counterspell. March on my Archon. Okay. And I've rented 6. Okay. Probably taking down the Esper Sentinel. No, just getting land back. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Get a bajillion mana. Buy Yorion. Yep. And play a Ragavan. Alright, animate Factory. Attack Ren. Attack Ren. Attack Ren. Attack them. I think. Nice. Okay, well, I Ganja the Omnath. Trade our land for the Ragavan. Then we'll play Giver of Runes and pass. Yep, another Omnath. That makes sense. 80 cards, by the way. Dash Ragavan? It's pretty honkin' rude. I'll trade. Fetching. Getting a bajillion mana. For Yorion. Yeah. Seems reasonable. Just a casual draw to make a 4/5 flyer. Land of the Lost. Just gotta draw a card. Alright, Vile. Yeah, I can't even like fake anything out here. Just play a Giver. Play the other Vile and pass. No attacks. And gain 4 is just absurd. And they get a Fury. Yeah, I am not going to continue playing through a Fury. Let's get a sideboard. So, Fury, we want these. And I think I just want these. Maybe their Sanctifier's not crazy, at least it doesn't die to Fury. They have Ragavan, so I like March. Sword is fine, Touch is fine. Kieran's kind of garbage. Sash is fine. Thalia's fine, but we'll trim one. Vile's fine. Land I don't really want. Needle's fine. Shadow's fine. Sentinel's fine. Giver, we'll trim one. They want to cut another 2 cards. I just want to cut Archon, I think. I think their lands contest's pretty good though. We can keep it in. They've probably got pending, so Keldra's probably not at its best. But I maybe just still want it. Because they have pending, I think I can trim a Vial, and I'll just trim the sword. Actually, maybe I just don't want Skyclaves. Yeah, probably just don't want Skyclaves. I'll leave in all these like one-ofs. Sorry, all these like I'll leave in the playsets. I won't trim anything. Alright, we'll go first. We will indeed reveal Yorion. This hand's keep. It's not like crazy, but it's fine. Turn 1, Vial, and go. Depending on the Vial. Ragavan, okay. It is a-okay. Ooh. So, float a white. Kill the flags. Get a plains. Get a plains. Cast Sanctifier. And pass. So, this threatens to just eat this Ragavan, which is nice. Abundant Growth, sure. Abundant Growth, sure. And Ragavan hangs back. Love to see it. Spirited Companions, cool. We'll hold back attacking for now because I want to keep this Ragavan at bay. I'll take the Starlight and the Spirited Companion down. I think I am okay with letting the shields down. Sure. Bounce Sword, sure. I really should have Vialed in the Thalia at the start of their turn. That was a mistake. Here's Thalia now. Alright, let's put the Spirited Companion in. Okay, I want to hold on to a Ganja. Let's play at the sword. Go to combat and kill Teferi. So I could get punished with their Fury here. They can mop up most of my board and attack with the regular. So maybe I should attack with the Thalia. So the Saint's Fire could still be a blocker through a Fury. Okay, they're just doing nothing. I'm okay with that. I'm just going to take Vile up here. Just want to buy Yorion this turn, probably. I'm going to put this on the Spirited Companion so they kill it. They're not killing Thalia. And Holy Heat on the Spirited Companion. Sure. Okay, equip here. Go to combat. Attack with both. The fuck is this? Ice Fang Codal? Okay. Is he gonna eat the... No, I can't eat the Thalia. I mean, he can stop the Thalia from getting the trigger. Oh, gross. And a Solitude. Must be nice to have it all. Alright, cool. Let's play Giver of Runes and pass. Now's the time where they play Omnath into fetch land? No? Okay, we'll trade. Misty, crack Misty. This mean buy Yorion. Okay. Withdraw planes, that is fine. Let's buy our Yorion. And I think I actually want to drop Yorion and equip the sword to it. Okay, flicker nothing. Equip the sword. And pass. Dameries, okay, so it's probably just getting a Solitude that's going to kill my Yorion. Yep. Okay, Doggo. Saga. These are draws. Let's put the sword here. And I'm going to pass, holding up a Ganjo. I think I'm just okay with blocking here and forcing action. Okay, you're going to Besage you and I'm going to a Ganjo. Okay. I'll get a Plains. Sure. They have 2 cards left in hand. They're about to draw 2 because they're going to play Yorion. Look at both of these. So they'll have 3 cards in hand. Yeah, that's tough. While can stay where it is. Saga will tick up. We'll draw Esper Sentinel. Do this. Draw here. Flicker Wisp. I can't Flicker Wisp and Saga unless I flicker a land, which seems bad. So I'll just draw another card. Okay. Pass. They're attacking with Yorion. They're not attacking with Yorion. Okay. Tap to Rogren. Okay. Make a construct. Alright. While can stay there. Can I always know? Yeah. Always know. Make another construct. Shadow Spear seems good. Equip it here. Alright, go to combat. And attack. Alright, they just take it. That's good for us. Pass turn. Cycle Ketria, sure. Dameries. Paying for my Sentinel, sure. Getting Solitude. Okay. Yorion's hanging back and they're passing. Their planes. Go to combat. Attack with the constructs. So Solitude's coming down here. Probably taking down the 6/6. Shrinks this to a 4/4. Yep. Okay. Let him go to blocks. They're probably going to think Yorion's going to eat this. Double blocking. Yes, we want blockers like that, I think. So the one thing I'm scared of here is Ephemerate. I think it's fine. Let's try this. Okay. Get rid of the Yorion. Fuck off. Don't have the Ephemerate. Don't have the Counterspell. Counterspell is fine. Okay. I'll animate Mishra's Factory. So now I eat the Yorion and I trade with the Solitude? No? No. I just killed the Yorion. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take 3. I could double block to trade, but I'd rather Flick Wisp and try and draw a card. What do we got? Giver of Runes, okay. Animate Factory. Shadow Spear the Doggo. Attack for 5. Probably shouldn't have Shadow Speared the Doggo because now it's going to fall off when I Flick Wisp. But that's fine. That's overall just a good draw. It's a Fairy Time Raveler. That's a pain in the dick. Bounce the Solitude. Stoneforge. Get the Caldra. Let's equip here. And animate this. Go to combat. I can threaten lethal by attacking them, but they can block this. So let's attack them with these and ignore the fairy. So they're going to Solitude, exile one of these, and then block another one of these. Yeah, that makes sense. They're going to block and trade. Yep, okay. I'll play Giver of Runes. Silent clearing and pass. Expressive iteration's a good one. That's the real kick in the pants. So many fetch lands. Far out. Cycle Triumph. Ending the Giver. Teferi ticks up. And passes back. Okay. Do you have a pending for my Keldra? Solitude's a good pickup too. Keldra. Well, they might have counterspell actually. Why did I hardcast that rather than just doing this? Well, because I'm dumb. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's just attack them. Suppose I do want to kill Teferi, huh? Right, Vile in the Solitude. Kill this. Fetching a response to gain 3-ish, right? Take 1 but gain 4. Fetching again? Do you have like a freaking Solitude or something? Come on, dude, don't do it. They let it happen? And Teferi's down, okay. I should attack them for 2 more, realistically, but I'm an idiot, so I didn't. Teferi, sure. Probably bouncing on their enchantments to draw 2 cards, honestly. Yep, that's clever. Because bouncing any of these doesn't matter because I have the mana to pay for it. Alright, they can see. So let's go to game number 3. The Planeswalkers kind of make me want Skyclaves, but I mean, maybe I just do. Maybe I just want to go like this, and cut these for Skyclaves. Let's do that. Alright, game number 3 at match number 5. We are on the draw against Nonsense Money Pile. And this hand plays. I'll keep. This Sword of Fire and Ice just doesn't do a lot here. Soken's-On into Ragavan. Plains. Good draw, good draw. Nope. I want to cast Barrendon, Forge Tender. So this keeps Ragavan at bay. They have to like Solitude it or something. Interesting manabase opponent. I don't think these decks normally run Soken's-On. Or is it they run all of... I should have not F6'd and sacked to prevent this damage. In response, probably. Okay. Spirited Companion. What do I draw? The Ganjo. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they run all of these channel lands except for a Ganjo, right? All, like... Obviously, they don't run the black one because they don't have black mana, but... Okay. Choosing not to attack. I respect that. I kind of want to leave up Mishra's Factory to threaten this Ragavan, but I should also just progress my board. So I'll just play the Sword and pass. What is this? Codal? Okay. Foothills, immediately fetching, so is this going to be a hardcast Fury or something? Solitude, sure. Okay, Urza Saga's a good pickup, so I'm going to set an end step stop for myself. I'm going to play Flicker Wisp, flicker a land, go to my end step, land comes back, and I'll march the Ragavan now. Okay, Expressive Iteration. If I get to untap with Saga, I think I'm pretty happy. Teferi Time Rambler. Okay. I think I spoke too soon. Bounce Flicker Wisp. Okay. Getting aggressive. Yep. I'll take it. I think I just want to kill the Teferi and then make your constructs. If they attack with Solitude, I'll make the construct and try and block. Okay, make your constructs. See what happens. Sure. I'm really happy for them to spend an entire spell on part of a Saga. I am down 8, but I think I can stabilize. Yep, on tap. I'll make a construct. I'll tap the Ghost Quarter and I'll tap this. I kind of just want to get like Shadows, maybe Needle. Name Ran. Just grab Vile. Play this. So I can move this here. Have there been any Solitudes yet? No. I just sold up a Ganjo and March. That seems better. Eladamri's Call. Sure. Getting Solitude. Okay. And they have Ren and 6. That's not great. Pending my constructs. Okay. Okay, they attack. I will let Ganjo the Solitude. Nice. Alright, let's take the Vial up to 1. Skyclave's a good draw. So if I Skyclave the Ren, March the Codal. No, that doesn't work. Get a Ganjo. I don't really want a Ganjo. I really want to get rid of this Ren. Actually, I just attack the Ren. No, just do it. Let's just march this. I can't march that. That's a really good point, deck. So I have to march for 3, so I can't hold up a Ganjo. It's Animate Factory. Attack Ren. Alright, march the Ice Fang. And we're running out of clock, so we've got to play fast. Alright, they're fetching. This fairy's not good for us. Okay, they're just drawing a bunch of cards. Okay, tick up. Let's play Skyclave, 8 Ren, Animate Factory, Attacked Fairy, and pass. EE for 3. Okay. Let's tick up. It's a 2-2. Let's play this. And pass. So we can Violent a Flicker Wisp here. Okay, let's Violent the Flicker Wisp. And just take this out. Draw. We will leave the vial where it is. Sanctify's a good draw. Animate Factory. They still have a Solitude, but I'm just going to go to combat and attack. Yep. What do they take? Take Flicker Wisp? Sure. Where do they block? Okay. A Ganjo, your Solitude. Pass turn. This Ren? Sure. Alright, activate Vial. Skyclave. Eat this. F6. Whew, it's getting down to the wire. Memory Deluge, sure. Opponent has 3 minutes on the clock to make important decisions with a Memory Deluge. We'll take the vial up towards 5 because we're playing a buying Yorion. Animate this. Attack by Yorion. And pass. Omnath, sure. Fury's gross. Auto-wire my vial, okay. Okay, Sanctifier. Thalia. And pass. Hoping to animate the factory maybe for some value. Alright, animate factory. Blocks. Block here. Block here. Block here. Pump factory with itself. Well, actually, that doesn't matter. That's fine. What is this opponent? Omnath, sure. Ren. Rebuy land, okay. We draw Solitude. Solitude's good. Solitude this. And pass. Not to worry about the Omnath, okay. And pass. Yep, they replay their Omnath. Alright, they kill me with Omnath triggers. Okay, well done, opponent. Alright, 2 and 3, let's go to the post-league wrap-up. Alright, so how'd the deck go? So we made some sacrifices. Going to 80 card, going to Urza Saga was kind of trying to clean up the mid-range matchups, make them better. So losing to Money Pile still, and like, it was closer. It was definitely closer than 6 card normally feels, but it still wasn't. I mean, I think Money Pile is just a matchup you accept that you lose, and like, you just play your deck regardless of whether it has a good Money Pile matchup, and if you face it, just hope to get lucky. We did get very close to some of those games though. I think overall, Archon was fine, but I'm not crazy on it. The Esper Sentinels, I'm still not impressed by. Like, I'd rather just stay leaner. March is fine, but I'd rather just be a Cybercall like Molly running it. Touch was fine, but ultimately Ephemerate I think would have just been better. Like, coming back in the end step actually is kind of the one big downside of Flickwist, but the upside is Flickwist can take out like lands and stuff. And the extra like the Mistress factories were fine, but I normally would run those 4 of Over Saga, so doesn't really change the maths there. I did like Flag Zones. I kind of want to run Flag Zones Ghost Quarter, but Ghost Quarter actually felt pretty bad. Its only upside really was turning into a white source, so it should probably just be a white source. We actually kind of got punished for drawing multiple Ganjos sometimes there. It was nice against Money Pile that like we got to use multiples of them. Yeah, so I think like all the extra stuff we were doing kind of was the stuff that felt bad. Like I did like having access to Batterskull again, but it's kind of like you either want Keldra or Batterskull. Like having both is kind of whatever. And Keldra's just better in more matchups, I think. And even the matchups where you want Skull, Keldra could just be fine. And like if you put a Shadow Spear on a Keldra, it's kind of fine. But yeah, like so what we're running, put the factories back. So we're running like 9 extra lands. So yeah, like, and then we got like an extra equipment or whatever, like in the sword or the battle skull. So yeah, I wasn't really impressed with the extra cards we were having to run to get 80 card. Yorion was fine. Yorion was really good. I actually liked Yorion a decent amount. We got to see Vile up to 5 a bunch and Violet in, which was cool. Cyber stuff was all good. This was all just sideboard stuff we run anyway. Wandering Emperor unfortunately didn't show up because it was one card out of 80, so that's whatever. All the rest of it, like Fortunes were good, Tank Spires were still good, Relic Waters. I don't think they really came out. The only time was when they took our own Batterskull away from us or whatever. There was probably other points where they were. Oh, take no, they didn't take Winter Ridge, did they? That was the March. Yeah, yeah, it's whatever. And Dragons never came up, and rest in pieces, we never drew when we brought them in. If we brought them in, I don't know. Yeah, this felt fine. I'm probably just going to go back to 60 because I just think these cards are a step below all the rest of these. Like, not necessarily actually a step below, but like I am not as big a fan of these as I am of all of these. So, still on the fence about this card. I think it's fine. I think for me, like I'm jamming 4 of these in, so I think that means I just like lose the ability to be able to run cards like this, and I think I'm okay with that. We did get a chest for that effort, so let's see what we got. Magus of the Moat and 45 play. That's good. That means we have 200 play points. That buys us another 2 leagues. So I was running low on the ability to buy back into leagues, so that's good. As always, thank you for watching. I'll always link to my primer in the description, even though I'm not running 60 card. It is a primer for 60 card mono white Death and Taxes in Modern, so check that out if you want to. There'll also be a list to my current list, a link to my current list, sorry. So this is what I've been running in paper, but the link that will be below is my goldfish that I continuously update with my Death and Taxes list, so check that out for whatever I'm actually currently playing, which will not be 80 card. I'm going to play 60 card again next week and see how that goes. But yeah, thank you for watching. And until next time, bye-sy.